Hello, everyone. This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today and that you are having a happy but safe Friday. I want to put a warning before I start this video, you guys, that probably nobody under the age of 16 should be watching this video unless you have parental consent, please, because I don't want to warp anybody's mind or anything like that. But I have been thinking about this video all week long, so I'm excited to make it. This is going to be a mukbang video. You guys, I've told you guys before how self-conscious I am about eating in front of the camera, but I've actually gotten a lot better, and I know you guys enjoy mukbangs, so I'm doing it for you guys. But as I try what I got for you guys, I'm going to be talking about my past bad taste in men. That includes talking about the abuse I've been through. I'm going to be talking about being taken advantage of. So, as fun as this video and relaxing it may be, if it's relaxing to you guys, I'm also going to get really deep. So, I just wanted to put that warning out there. Okay, so, I was on my way out of Food City because I'd gone there for something special. And at first I got a can of Coca-Cola because I think every girl deserves a regular Coca-Cola every now and again. But then I was leaving and there was a cooler of these type drinks where it was only one, and I didn't know that Angry Orchard had come out with a new flavor. This is green apple flavor. Green apple is one of my favorites, so we're going to be drinking this as well. Oh man, that's so good. I love Angry Orchards. They should have been included on my favorite drinks question because I love them. But, and we got this. Do you guys know what it is yet? I got sushi, you guys. I am so happy right now because when I first moved here, I got sushi from Walmart and I got sick. You really, really, really have to be careful where you buy sushi from. But I was told that the sushi from Food City was the best. That was made fresh every day. So, we are going to be trying it together. And it's fully cooked sushi. It's a tempura shrimp roll made fresh daily. So let's try to take this off now. Make it too much. Oh, we got a packet of ginger. I love ginger. And wasabi, of course. I cannot eat sushi without wasabi, you guys. But, sorry, loud car. Okay, so here's the wasabi. Okay, let's move this over here closer. Sorry. By the way, I've never learned how to use chopsticks, so we're just going to be using a plastic fork. Yeah, it was either that or using my fingers, and I don't think you guys appreciate that, so hold on. My goodness, why would they child-proof wasabi? It's okay. There we go. Alright, there it goes. I'm going to put a little soy sauce over them. Maybe I have to. I swear they've really child-proofed things. childproof things more than they already had. But I'm going to pour that over the sushi. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's try a piece before I start rambling. Gosh, I love sushi, you guys. Alright, so let me start off by saying I love my dad. I mean, I think every girl is a daddy's girl. And I grew up a daddy's girl because I spent more time with him. But when it came to men, I didn't have the best example to go by. But I grew up boy crazy, you guys. Like boy crazy, bad boy crazy. My first crush that I can remember was my next door neighbor. His name was Gregory, and we were the same age. And I was just like over the moon about him. I remember going to the beach one night. You know, you have those core memories, and I don't even know why this is considered a core memory, but I had just watched Grease for the first time, and I was on the beach trying to sing Hopelessly Devoted to You and thinking about him. Oh my God, 5 years old, you guys. And I remember my first day on the school bus, my first day of school. And my mom was so nervous about me going to school and having to go on the bus by myself. And when I came home, she was like, "How was school?" And the only thing that I said was, "I sat with Gregory. He's cute." She loves the way I said that. But yes, that is when my crushes started, was Gregory. He had a rat tail hairdo. Yeah. Like I was insanely crushing on him. So yeah, my boy craziness started at a pretty young age. The cream cheese in this is delicious. Sorry. My second crush, his name was Jamie. And you guys tell me if you remember this show. I think it was called Puzzle Palace. I think it came on PBS. And we were all in front of the TV in kindergarten and watching Puzzle Palace. And I was sitting next to this little boy. His name was Jamie. Blonde hair, blue eyes. And I must have been ballsy back then because I whispered in his ear, "I think you're cute." And he like smiled at me. But then that was it. Then he started treating me like shit the older we got. So that was my second crush, was Jamie from kindergarten. And it didn't help that I was taller than all the boys in my class. I'm trying to think because I know I had a lot of crushes. I had a crush on one of the counselors when I went to 4-H camp. I was like 11. For 2 years in a row, I had a crush on this counselor. And I think his name was like Derek. I literally cannot remember his name. But I just thought he was cute as heck. Me thinking at 11 that a counselor who's 20 would. Yeah, I was wanting to get people arrested, you guys. You see me? You see me? I remember swimming in the pool that we had at 4-H camp and like doing handstands because he was a lifeguard. I was like trying to show off doing handstands and shit. Lord help. And then I was 12. There was Matt Moore. He was a couple grades above me. And I don't even know why I had a crush on him, to be honest. Now that I look back. He was a patient on my mom's, and she'd come home and be like, I saw Matt today. And I would be like, oh, he's so cute. But I honestly do not know why I had a crush on him. Probably because how nice he was. And he was one of the only guys that actually talked to me. And that's how it happens, you guys. At least for me. So, there was Matt Moore. And these are all boys that I never had a relationship with, by the way. And then there was Adam. And he came along when I was 13. We had all the same classes together. And I was best friends with him and Missy was her name. And they dated for a while. But, oh, you guys, ooh, I was so in love with them. Like, over the moon in love with them. And one day, I'll tell you guys this because it's funny now, but at the time it was humiliating. I had worn a Christmas dress to school. This sushi piece just fell apart. And it is kind of a Christmas story. But me and our other friend, Megan, we always got in fights all the time. Like, she is literally the only person that I've ever gotten a fight with. And I don't know what was said, but so I'm wearing this red dress, I got boots on, and I jump up from my desk, and I tripped over Adam's book bag. And there was nothing to stop me, you guys. I knocked over another desk, and I hit my chest on the back of somebody's other desk. And it was awful. It was so humiliating, you guys. And I remember, because I went to the nurse, I was like, yeah, teacher like acted like she didn't even see anything. But I went to a nurse and came back, and Adam came over. He was like, are you alright? And I was like, no, I literally just showed my underwear to the whole classroom. I embarrassed myself in front of you, so no, I'm not okay. But since that day, we were best friends, and I was in love with him for years. Years, you guys, years. And then my friend Mariah called me one day, and she said, "Guess who's gay?" I never would have dreamed. Actually, looking back now, I should have known. Because Adam hung out mostly with girls. So, but blonde head, blue eyes, always got me. Plus, he was so freaking hilarious. I love guys with good sense of humor. But yeah. After years of being in love with him, I found out he was gay. I thank God for him though, because that was a really confusing time for me, and I was being bullied, and I'm glad I had him as a best friend during that time. Seriously. But yeah, I remember before I moved and was switching schools, I hung out at his house on the last day, and I don't remember why I said to him, I think I said something like, "You've dated all these girls, but you never dated me." I said, "Why?" I said, "What's so wrong with me?" And he was sitting down, he had his head on his knees, and he was like, "Kelly, you just don't understand. I knew if I dated you, I would hurt you, and I don't want to hurt you." So I think it was around that time that he was realizing that he preferred men. And that actually kind of flattered me, that he knew, that he preferred men and he didn't want to hurt me because it was inevitable. So, but I love that kid. Alright. This is where it starts getting deep. So, in love with Adam until I was about 15. Oh, sorry. And then, when I was 15, I met Brandon. If you guys haven't seen the video where I mentioned Brandon, he had actually dated my best friend Alexis, but they broke up, and for some reason, I had a big crush on him. Yeah, we would write notes, pass it back and forth, and just flirt a little bit. He was my first kiss. I wish he had men. He was talking to everybody in the back, and he put his arm around my neck, and he said, "When you kiss a girl, you do this." And he kissed me, and I wish I could have my first kiss back, you guys, I swear. But Brandon, it's really hard for me, you guys. Let's just say I was innocent as the driven snow around that time. I had done nothing with a boy, nothing sexual. And I told Brandon how I felt. I said, "I really like you." And he was like, "Well," he said, "let's just be friends with benefits for now. And I'll see if you're dating material. Friends with benefits included him being very pushy, him begging me pretty much every day that we hung out to have sex with him. My poor mother, you guys, when I told her that year what I'd done, because my room was upstairs, and she trusted me, you guys. My mom trusted me, and she really believed that, I was as innocent as I seemed. But I was innocent, I never had sex with him, thank God. But he made me do some messed up stuff. I remember one day I just wanted somebody to hang out with. And I was like, why don't you meet me in town and we'll, walk around, go to the library, like innocent stuff. And that day at the library, there was like these big pine trees, Christmas pine trees, big ones. And he talked me into sitting behind one of those pine trees where nobody could see us. And he was like, he said, do you want to play Suckfest? And he explained to me what Suckfest consisted of. And then he got mad at me again that I didn't want to go all the way. I said, I do not want to go all the way. I said, I want to save my virginity for the boy that I marry one day. But, which really made him mad. I remember one time he texted me, he said, I'm having sex with this girl right now and texting you at the same time. Like, we had a very sexual situationship, I guess you could call it. Because I just had such a crush on him, and I wanted to date him so bad. I literally would have done anything he asked me. I hate him, you guys. I don't hate anybody, but I hate him. I've seen him twice since I moved back. And each time I see him, it makes me sick to my stomach. But it makes me glad that he's fat now. Wears those pants that falls off of him because he's so fat and ugly. And that's what happens. That's what karma takes you. If you hurt somebody, yeah, he's an asshole. Dick. I hate him. But that's probably as deep as I'll get. Brandon thing was the deep part. When I was 16 when I met Aaron. Aaron was my fiance. Yeah, I know. I met Aaron through Brandon. We were at the VFW on July 4th to watch the fireworks, and Brandon had a new girlfriend named Nikki, and I was just like the third wheel, so he pointed out the first boy, that he saw so he could have an excuse to leave and be with Nikki and do whatever they did. But yeah, that boy ended up being Aaron. And, you guys, I can say with 100% certainty that Aaron was the sweetest boyfriend I've ever had. Ever. He always treated me well. He got me whatever I wanted. He spoiled me. But Brandon had just fucked me up so bad. And I treated him really, really badly. You guys, really badly. I will admit that now. I treated him really bad. Like physical bad. And I look back now and I wish I could go back and change the way I was with him. Because he never did anything to me. Mean or anything. But we were together for 2 years. And he proposed to me when I was 17 and I said yes. But then when I was 17, I started taking Phentermine for the first time. And I went from 210 to 180. And I'm not going to say where I was when I bumped into this boy because I don't want to be judged. Because it's messed up. But his name was James. Blonde head, blue eyes. Again, I was engaged to Aaron. But I had met James when I was 15 before. And he was just a huge flirt. James was. Like, I showed him a picture of me and Aaron. And he was like, guess who would look better in that picture with you? Me. You know, stuff like that. So I ate that shit up. You guys. Oh my God. And we started a sexting situationship. And that is the only time, past, present, and future, that I've ever cheated on anybody. But I did. I cheated on Aaron. I never did anything physical with James, but to me now, I cheated on him. And I regret it. Because Aaron, he had his problems. Like, I literally had to beg him to brush his teeth. His teeth were falling out. But he was so sweet, you know. And I just hate the way I treated him. But yeah, James came along and I was just like, ooh, James. And I even tell Aaron about him. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, how messed up am I? But the James thing, you know, I broke up with Aaron once and, you know, I was like, okay, I broke up with him. And me and James, you know, were like texting and stuff. But then I realized I missed Aaron, so I broke up with James and got back together with Aaron. And that night was the closest time I ever came to having sex with Aaron. But I never did with anybody until my ex. But yeah, James happened. And then I didn't have a date for prom. So my cousin Kimberly knew this guy, and his name was Andy. He was a guitar player. He had red hair. And thanks, Kat. I messaged him on Facebook. It's funny how all my relationships seem to be through Facebook. But he took me to my senior prom. And you guys, I love that dress I wore to senior prom. It fit me like a glove. It was so pretty. No. Sorry. Jasper was behind the camera. So yeah, me and Andy, we dated for about a year. Unemployed, didn't work. Guitar player, thinking he was going to be a big old guitar player one day. So he didn't work for real though. But he had red hair. I love that he had red hair. But yeah, we dated for like a year, and that was it. And then, let's see, I moved to the beach and got a few crushes at Books A Million when I first started working there. I was like 21 or 22. I had a huge crush on this kid named Doug, blonde hair, and my friend at the time, my best friend, I thought she was at the time, even though she knew I had a crush on him, started having sex with him and got pregnant by him. Got rid of the baby though. But yeah. That happened. But I saw him a few years ago, and I was just like, Kelly, what were you thinking? And then there was Daniel from church that I had a huge crush on, and I regrettably started a friendship with his sister, but only to get closer to him. I know, you guys, I was such a horrible person in my 20s. I hope you guys don't. I just want to be honest with you guys about things that I've done so I don't have to feel guilty about it anymore. But yeah, I pretty much was friends with her to get to him. We went to go see the movie Gravity together, and, you know, I just had a huge crush on him. And then my ex came along. I had known his mom for 2 years. She was a piano player at my church. It sounded like the bottle said, uh-oh. Sorry. I had known her for 2 years, and I trusted her. Like, I thought the world of her. I did. I loved her. I still do. You know, even though I'll get to that, but I had known her for 2 years, and she brought her family to a Christmas dinner at the steakhouse in Myrtle Beach in 2013, and my ex was there, and he was all, and he even told me, he said, I was so ready to get home to my drugs to spice. But a couple months after that, my mom just got tired of hearing about Daniel and how heartbroken I was that he was engaged, and she was like, once you add dipshit on Facebook. And finally I did. And you guys, I thought at the time that God had sent me the man of my dreams, because that exactly what he made himself into, so I would fall in love with him. The first month we were together, he got me tickets to go see the New Orleans Saints in Charlotte. So he buttered me up like a turkey, you guys. Like he did all these grand gestures and got me. I was in love with him when we met. I was. But I was in love with the lie. Because as soon as we got married, it all went to hell. We were only together 3 months when we got engaged, and dating, engaged, less than a year. Yeah. It was a beautiful wedding. I will say that it was a beautiful wedding. But I realized there were a lot of red flags that I'd ignored because I was just so ready to be in love. I was so ready to have a boyfriend because, you know, I'm a tall girl and a lot of guys, you know, I turned guys off, you know. But, oh, you guys, I cannot explain to you the hell that I've been through with my ex. That would have to be for another video. No. He's wanting to jump on this desk. It's okay, but... So my ex, that's a whole other video, and I've talked to you guys about him a lot. And then my recent crushes, Robert, that was more of a lust thing. Like, I was like, in my head, I was like, if I wasn't married or involved, if he asked me right now, Kelly, will you have sex with me? I probably would. Like, it was the first time in a long time that I felt lust for somebody. That's what Robert was for me. Like, yeah, we flirted and he made me laugh and stuff, but when him and Nathan left at the same time, it made me realize who I really cared about. In which that got me in trouble too, because I don't even talk to you. Well, actually, I talk to Robert sometimes. I check up on him, you know, just as a friend, you know, you doing okay? And he always texts back. But Nathan just dropped me like a hot sausage, hot biscuit, however you want to look at. Just stopped talking to me. I don't want to say that. I just feel like things changed between us after I gave him that hug that night when he came into the store and surprised us. And I'd had such a bad day, and he came through that door. I just like relief. But I think I got him in trouble for hugging him because his girl is very jealous. Yeah, but you know what? It's for the best. You guys, do I really want to put myself into that type of situation? You would not believe all the good guys are married around here. And it's all the, like, toothless and unemployed guys that walk around, don't have girlfriends or wives or anything like that. All the good ones are taken. But you know what, you guys, I've gotten to the point where I just want to worry about myself. I'm happy by myself. I don't have to worry about anybody. I don't have to take care of anyone. I'm happy, single. Truly, I am. Because, you know, if Nathan was still working at Goodwill, I wouldn't be in the running to become supervisor right now. So, everything happens for a reason. And I think everything happens according to God's will. And everything I've been through, all the abuse and all the sexual abuse, because I do, when I was 15, yeah, I consented with Brandon, but I was only 15, and I still consider it sexual abuse. Because he would talk me into doing things that I never would have dreamed that I would do. And that's why I hate him. But I've just come to the conclusion that men suck. And that I am happy by myself. I am about to go put my tree up that I bought today. Yes. Thank you guys. I bought my Christmas tree today. I'm about to go decorate. I'm about to go clean my house. Like, how blessed am I? So blessed. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I got something special for you guys tomorrow or the next day. I don't know which day, but I'm really excited about it. So, but I love you guys, and I will be talking to you soon.